How are you doing? Last year, the Prime Minister Fumio Kishida put off the measure to strengthen financial income taxation he advanced as one of the income redistribution policy. So one of the reasons he put off this measure is a market backlash due to the announcement of this measure was unexpectedly big. But disadvantage of this measure is not only impact on stock prices, but if the government will enforce this measure to all the nations uniformly in Japan, not only wealthy class but also middle class and lower income class are more likely to be subject to taxation increase. So nowadays, selling profit and dividend that you can get from stock holdings have uniformly 20% tax implication. In Japan, we have progressive taxation system that the higher income you get, the more tax you are forced to pay to the government. And however, a person who earn over 100 million yen tends to have a greater percentage of financial income, such as selling profits and dividend than business income or salary income. So the Prime Minister Fumio Kishida expressed this situation as 100 million wall, 100 million barrier. And he initially had an intention to strengthen the financial income taxation. And the, the United States President Biden set out the policy to strengthen the taxation to hyper wealthy class to collect capital resources to take a big fiscal stimulus. However, the situation between Japan and the USA is pretty much different. So I think if the government enforced this measure, a financial measure, we wouldn't get better result than we expect. So in comparison between Japan and the USA, the percentage of people in hyper wealthy class in Japan is overwhelmingly less than that in the United States. So concretely, the number of people whose asset is more than 10 billion US dollars in Japan is only 10% of total population. So moreover, people who get more than $1 million US dollars from dividend of stock holdings are about 8,000, which is declaration based, and people who get more than 1 million US dollars from capital gain are about 6,000 in Japan. So even if increasing taxation to dividend by 30%, correctable tax revenue from dividends of tax stock holdings is only about 28 billion yen. So, and to make matter worse, you know, this will affect taxation increase of middle income class, and lower income class in Japan. So, according to Generation-wide Securities report, the percentage of stock holdings by households whose annual income is 20 million yen is only 90%, and the rest of 70% of stock holdings is occupied by the households whose annual income is less than 10%, less than 10 million yen. So there's a gap between the image the government have and the actual situation.